Before we begin, if you have a dark curiosity stories that sit at the back of your mind long after the screen goes black, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It helps the channel more than you think and lets me know you want more stories like this. Now imagine this. You're walking through an empty office. Yellow walls, buzzing lights, endless looms. You turn a corner and something feels off, and then you realize there's no way out. The Backrooms began with a single image. Posted online in 2019, an empty yellow-tinted office space. No windows, no people, just fluorescent lights humming overhead and rooms stretching into infinity. But it wasn't just the image that unsettled people. It was the idea behind it. That this place might even be real. That just beyond a reality hidden behind walls, tucked inside forgotten stairwells, buried beneath buildings, there exists a parallel space. A place you can accidentally slip into. People call it no clipping. A glitch. A mistake. Leaning against the wrong wall. Opening the wrong door. Taking the wrong staircase. And suddenly, you're somewhere else. A place that looks familiar but isn't. A place where every hallway leads to another hallway. A place where you are completely alone. Or at least, you hope you are. In January 2017, a man named Bernard went to a shopping center in Sydney. He was 71 years old, a retiree. He had plans to meet his wife for a normal afternoon, but he never showed up. At first, it didn't seem too strange. He had wandered off before. He had early-stage dementia. But as hours turned into days, and days into weeks, there was still no sign of him. Security checked the cameras. Nothing. Police searched nearby streets. Nothing. It was as if he had simply vanished. And then 3 weeks later, someone opened the door. A door most people wouldn't even notice, tucked beside an elevator, partially hidden by shadow. Behind it was a stairwell. But not just any stairwell. A maze. Concrete walls, harsh lighting, twisting corridors that stretched for miles beneath the building, doors with no handles, signs that pointed in conflicting directions. A place employees unofficially called the Backrooms. That's where they found Bernard. To understand how he got there, you need to hear about someone else. A man named Donnie. Years earlier, Donnie had been in the same mall, trying to leave. The elevators were crowded, so he took a door marked exit. Inside, the door slammed shut behind him. He started walking down the stairs, then more stairs, then more. The signs didn't make any sense. The arrows contradicted each other. He tried to go back, but the door he entered from had no handle. He could even hear people on the other side, but they couldn't hear him. So he kept moving, deeper, further, until the sounds of the mall disappeared completely. It's just silence, endless corridors, locked doors. He wandered for days, and 5 days later, he was found collapsed at the bottom of the stairwell, dehydrated, injured, barely alive. He survived. Bernard didn't. And the most disturbing part, he died just meters away from where he was supposed to meet his wife. All he needed was for someone to open the door. Hospitals are supposed to be places of safety, bright, organized, controlled. But they also have something else. Endless corridors, identical rooms, fluorescent lights that never turn off. And sometimes that's all it takes. A firefighter, let's call him Mike, went in for a routine procedure in Montreal. He was put under anesthesia, and when he woke up, something was wrong. He wasn't in a recovery room. He wasn't in a bed. Sitting alone in a long empty hallway, no doctors, no nurses, no sound. Just flickering lights and rows of closed doors. At first, he thought he was dreaming. But the cold air felt real. The silence felt real. He got up and started walking. Every hallway led to another. Every door was locked. Strange, distorted sounds echoed from somewhere far away. Eventually, he found a desk with a phone. He called for help, but the person on another end didn't believe him. Meanwhile, upstairs with his wife waiting. Hours passed, no one knew where he was. It turned out he had been taken to the wrong floor. An empty one. A closed section of hospital that looked almost identical to the active one. The orderly who left him thought someone else would take over, but no one did. He had been completely alone, in a place just one mistake away from the real world, but impossible to navigate from the inside. He eventually made it out, but not everyone does. In real cases, patients have gone missing inside hospitals, only to be found days or weeks later in stairwells, maintenance area, places no one thought to check. Hidden spaces and places that feel like they shouldn't exist. Now imagine this. You fall asleep on a plane. It's a short flight, nothing unusual. But when you wake up, it's completely dark. The plane is silent and you're all alone. That's exactly what happened to a woman named Tiffany in 2019. She woke up freezing, disoriented, still strapped into her seat. The cabin lights were off. No passengers, no crew, just rows of empty seats stretching to darkness. Outside the window, nothing but a distant glow of airport lights. The plane had been parked far away from the terminal, shut down, with her still inside. Her phone had 1% battery. She sent a message for help and then it died. She even tried to open the door but couldn't see how. The instructions were unreadable in the dark, so she found a flashlight in the cockpit. And the only thing she could think of was she opened the door, started screaming into the night. Eventually, someone heard her. But for those moments, she was completely cut off. Trapped in silent, lifeless space. A place that looks normal, but felt completely wrong. That's what makes the idea of Backrooms so unsettling. It's not just fantasy, it's the realization that places like this already exist. Behind doors you don't notice, below floors you walk on every single day. Inside buildings you trust. You don't need to know clip out of reality. Sometimes all it takes is one wrong turn, one missed sign, one door that quietly closes behind you, and suddenly you're somewhere no one can hear you. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you think. Do you believe that backrooms are just internet horror, or something a little closer to reality? Until next time, if you ever see a door that doesn't quite belong, maybe don't open it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys again next time.